When we talk about finding those out, the fish finders, Google has given us the tools to make it happen. Google has given us great tools, actually. I love them. I use them every day now when I start writing any kind of content, whether it's on my blog or an article or even helping people with their listings. It is Google, here I come. And because they have built analytics that are going to make it easier for you to find out what people are typing. Does Google track what you guys type? Oh, you better believe they do. Why do they track the words that you type?
To sell, probably, to some advertisement lists or something. Or
If you're typing in something, they can put an ad with that next to it. Do they put ads up on Google? Absolutely they do. What does it look like? Well, if we pop out here and jump onto a Google page and we just type in something like, let's do Glendale. Glendale Real Estate. There he is right there. In Glendale Real Estate, there's 1.3 million pages that have those three phrases, and in 0.29 seconds, Google found them for them. Why did they find them? Because they indexed all of those that had the right keywords. This up here in the yellow is pay-per-clicks. When you click on this, it charges whoever owns this, and guess who makes money? Google makes money. Okay? All of these down here are also sponsored links. Now, what did we know when we typed in Glendale? What did you notice? How many Glendales are there? There's Glendale, Arizona, and there's Glendale, California. So in the cities that you're marketing, or you're trying to say the geographic area, you also need to be specific on which ones you want. Because there are more than one Glendale. There's more than one Peoria. Almost every state has a Peoria now. Okay? So be aware of what you're looking for as far as results. Google gives you some great tools to make this happen. The first one we're going to look at is the Keyword Analyzer. And this is a key. If you go to Google and you type in keyword tool, you will see at the top of the list is Google's own tool. And what you're looking for, and on your notes, you'll see that it says keyword external, keyword tool external. Okay? This is important. You want the external because that you don't have to have a Google account or a Gmail account to use it. Okay? So we click on that, and we're going to start checking to see what people are typing in. This will take you to a page where you'll be able to put in words right here in this box that will teach you or show you how many people are looking for things. So let's look for one of them. We did Glendale. One of my favorite ones is Glendale Homes for Sale. Because people type that in a lot. A lot. Now remember, we had two different Glendales, right? Glendale, Arizona and Glendale, California. And we did this on purpose. As we scroll down and look, I'm going to sort it. And I'm going to sort it by month. Okay? Search volume, March. So in the month of March, it will tell you how many people typed in Glendale Homes for Sale into that Google search bar. And what we found out was 110,000 times that was typed in. 110,000. How many buyers do you think that is? A lot, huh? Plenty. Now, we have Glendale AZ and Glendale CA, because there's two different ones. Does the state make a difference? Absolutely it does. 49,000 specifically we're looking for AZ, where only 33 we're looking for California. Now look at this. You have AZ, and then if you look further down, you can find Glendale, Arizona Home for Sale, and it says what? Not enough data. What does that mean?
They don't enter it in.
They don't type that. They don't type that.
Are those subcategories below, let's say, homes for sale in Glendale?
Nope, they're separate.
No,
They're separate.
They're all separate.
Absolutely. So if I was to advertise for Glendale, Arizona, would I advertise using the words Glendale, Arizona Home for Sale? No, because no one's looking for it. No one's looking for it. Now think about in your MLS. You have a listing. All of you probably have at least one. What does your remarks section say? Does it have keywords in it? If so, are they the keywords that are getting traffic or the keywords that are not? Here's what I'm going to guess your MLS listing says. Light and bright, location, 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 great schools, 4BD, 2BA, FPL, lovely little fireplace, FPL, pool. What part of that sentence run on that I just said has keywords in it?
Maybe pool.
Just pool. The rest of it is worthless. And so when a consumer comes out to Google and they say, oh my gosh, I want to find a house here in Arizona. Oh, I love Arizona, especially Glendale. What I type into here is going to make all the difference in the world. For who? Me? No, I'll find my houses. But will you be my agent? A friend of mine a couple of months ago decided to buy a house. They moved back from Illinois. And his wife is big into the education piece. So she was looking for the best schools in the East Valley. And she found a high school that got really high scores on their tests. And so she decided she wants to live there. And the name of the high school was Highland High. Highland High does really well on their tests. That's perfectly fine. They also have a really high level of drug use. Coincidence? Think not. No, I'm just teasing. Think about this though. She went into Google and she typed in she wanted to buy a house in Highland High's territory, and guess how many houses she found?
Very few, if any.
0. Because the agents didn't use Highland as a keyword. Now think about your listings. What word should you be using to make it happen for you to be my friend's buyer? They ended up buying a house like 3 blocks away from where they were renting because they knew that one for sure was in Highlands School District or boundaries. Isn't that interesting? And yeah, go ahead.
If I'm hearing correctly, you're saying that what we put on our MLS listing can be searched from Google and our listing will pop up?
Yes. Here's what happens. I go into my MLS. I type in my new listing. 1, 2, 3, 4, coolest house on the block street. Glendale, Arizona. I put in my descriptions, I upload my pictures, and I hit save. Then Armless, our local board, takes that content, right, which is just text and pictures, maybe a video, and gives it to who? Realtor.com, Zillow, Trulia, Homes.com. And now those guys are indexing it. So that when somebody types in, I want a Glendale home for sale, they're going to get Homes.com. Okay, now does that help you? Well, maybe. Let's find out. If we type in that Glendale homes for sale, we did Glendale homes for sale, hold on. The first one on page 1 of Google is a Homes.com. So I click on it. How many of you have a listing in Glendale? Okay?
Can I jump in right now for a sec?
Go for it.
What determines there are obviously lots of homes for sale in Glendale.
Mm-hmm.
Why was that one picked for that top slot?
Because the keywords that Homes.com uses, ranks the highest. Google says this is the most valuable site because you have the right keywords and a lot of people like your site.
Okay.
Okay? So we go to Homes.com and here you see in Glendale, Arizona for today, 268 listings. So this one right here is yours, right? The $2 million house in Glendale? Or the 1.9? What happens when you land on a web page that isn't what you wanted? What do? Search more in the page?
No.
You leave the page.
I exit. I'm out. Hit back or close it because how many of your people should start at $2 million for buying a house? I hope every one of my buyers starts at $2 million. But what happens? They're not getting your contact information, are they? Does this say your name? Anywhere? No. So what you have to do is you have to control where your content goes. Does that make sense? MLS is going to have its deal with Realtor.com and Homes and Trulia and Zillow, and we thank them for that. We pay our dues, and that's what they do for us. But we also need to be posting our content everywhere. Everywhere. And we'll talk more about that in a little while.